Hello and welcome everybody. Two things we're covering today. So first, there's been some pretty interesting news that Ford launched about really ramping up their EV production. So we're going to dive into that a little bit, as well as a personal update on my F-150 Lightning journey. I found something pretty interesting that I really want to talk about. And the two things are actually kind of related. Let's take a look. We'll get to the production news in a little bit, but first I really want to, all these videos I've been doing for forever, have all mostly been about the F-150 Lightning, my purchase of one, our waiting of one. It's been almost 2 years at this point. Quick background, I have one on order. I ordered in September, still waiting for something to happen on that. Don't know what's going on. But I stumbled upon something pretty interesting. I was taking a car ride. I had my daughter in the car, so I had to kill some time. She was sleeping, and I went to the Ford lot where I have my order, and I found this. I'm gonna splice this clip in. Here's 5. Ready? Real quick, we're gonna go look at all the Lightnings on the lot right now. Here's one, which I know for a fact is actually their demo unit because I drove it before, and that's what I made my last review on this was. Then over here, we have a white one that is, and they're all the same Lariat extended range. So there's 2, and then bear with me. Decent amount of vehicles on the lots. I think it really shows like we might be out of that whole waiting a year for every vehicle that you order, because there's options on the lot now. That's playing into this whole decision too. So then back here we have the other 2. We have this one, another extended range Lariat, and then again finally the 4th one here in silver. I'm gonna look one more time at this one. Honestly, I want to check it out. You guys can come with me. Alright, so the only downside of this one is it is used. 78K they're asking, probably a little too high, honestly. 10K miles on it, carbonized gray, but it is the extended range, so it's not that crazy of a price, I don't think. Obviously, you get the big panoramic moonroof. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to reach out and see if they can come down in price at all, because this could actually be a good option if it's a little more affordable. It looks good, and this is a cool looking color too. And why not? We'll check this one out while we're here. I think same price, 79, a little more, but only 6,000 miles. Although I'd get the other one because, frankly, I don't like the silver that much. It's not bad, but I think I like the carbonized gray a little bit better. All right. So that got me thinking, right? I was 4 Lightnings on the lot. It feels like yesterday even we were searching high and low to be able to find one. It's been so hard to get one, right? It's been crazy. They were selling for 20, some were, even when they first came out, like 50K over MSRP. So the fact that now there's 4 on the lot had me really thinking, like, man, is this bubble of not being able to find vehicles, not being able to get what you want, like, ending? And I think it kind of might be. And that kind of weighs into my decision just a little bit. And maybe you too, if you're looking right now. I mean, this is very optimistic of me, but I kind of think there's a chance that soon the market might slow down. So, like, I'm going to use my hands here, right? This hand is MSRP. And since we started talking, everything has been selling for way more than MSRP, way up here, due to parts shortage, battery issues, being a new vehicle, COVID, all that stuff. And now we're getting closer to right about here. And we're towing that line a bit. But it seems like we're trending to get used car prices and even new prices down here. So knowing that, I did some more digging. I found a couple even XLTs below MSRP on AutoTrader. I'm not going to show you the exact one because I actually, I reached out to them. It's an XLT, it's around 61. And I was like, yeah, let's try. So it's a Sunday today, so I won't hear back till tomorrow, but I might roll the dice on this one. I can't believe there's a used market for these right now. But that comes with something kind of scary. They're no longer, again, holding their value as well as we thought. There's all these new EVs on the market right now. When I was going through dealerships, there was tons and tons of EVs, especially I went to the Volkswagen lot and there was a Nissan Ariya, there was 3 ID4s, and then across the street at the Jeep lot, they had every plug-in hybrid you can imagine. They had like 4 different Grand Cherokee plug-in hybrids and a bunch of Wranglers too. So it's not hard, at least in my area. Obviously, this is a small test case, but in my area here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, there's tons. And we're not competing and having to pay those high prices. So the last thing I'll say on this is hold on tight. Don't let a dealer push you around, because all these guys would ship to you, even if you want to steal some of our areas and have them shipped to you where you live. People do that now. It's only like $500 to $1,000 to have a vehicle shipped from a lot to your area. So don't be afraid to do something like that. Just what I'm getting at is don't overpay for a Lightning right now at all. You don't have to. The other thing I showed in my video is the ones on the lot were like, you know, 78K-ish for, you know, a Lariat with dual, or the extended range battery, the dual panel moonroof, all the good stuff. That was fairly priced. It was like exactly where Kelly Blue Book is, but they've been there for months. So they could go down even lower. I might even reach out on those and see if they go down. And maybe you can too if you've been waiting. Okay, the real reason you probably clicked this is the doubling up of production, right? So that's gonna play into this too. I'm holding on to my existing order because if they do, and the news was they're tripling production on the Lightning, and then the Mach-E, they're going to double production on that. And I mean, more supply, you know, less the prices, hopefully. So these rate increases we've seen on the Lightnings, their base prices, those could go down too, meaning if you have an order and you've been waiting, maybe it's a blessing in disguise, and when it actually comes in, Ford they've lowered or gone back to the original pricing, which I'm obviously not getting my hopes up there. Why would they if they're still selling them? But that's the thing. Based on what I'm seeing, all of the ones on Auto Trader, the 4 that are on my local lot, maybe they're not selling as much as we thought, which is also kind of like, do I just want to be caught holding the bag, if you will? Like, am I going to go buy this and tomorrow they're going to be selling for 10 to 20K under MSRP? Doubt it, but that's kind of why I'm steering towards the XLT. Those I'm seeing holding their value a lot more. The Lariats are all dipping, but the XLTs and the Pros are still selling for a little more. That's just what I've gauged from diving into this recently. Maybe you've seen different. I'd love to hear more. If you do, let me know. One last important thing. I have a sincere question. If any of you guys play pickleball, turn this off. If not, that's fine. But I have a big favor if you do. I'm branching into doing some pickleball stuff, right? If you don't know, it's kind of like, what I explain it to people is it's playing tennis on a small court. It's like literally if you put ping pong and tennis together. So you don't have to move as much. It's really fun to play. The ball is more like a ping pong ball the way you play it. The paddles are like a ping pong paddle in a lot of ways too. If I had to water it down, that's how I'd explain it. It's the best. And people of all ages can play and play together. It's kind of a level playing field. It's so much fun. So much fun, in fact, that my cousin and I and my brother, we've all kind of teamed up and started a pickleball company. This is a paddle that we made together. This is what we're calling the Slice. It is in the middle of being approved for professional play as well. It is as legit as it can get. It's fully carbon fiber. It is one piece integrated with foam injection, which you don't probably care about that if you're not a pickleball nerd, but it's awesome. Like, we went all in on this stuff. I'm not selling it or anything yet. I will down the road. This is a prototype, but what I'd like, and it'd be really awesome if you are interested in pickleball, we're going to be making a lot more pickleball content separate of this on my pickleball channel. We are called, maybe you can read that there, Kiwi Labs. That is the name of our pickleball company. This paddle is called the Slice, and we're going to be doing a lot of pickleball videos, talking about some paddles and tips, and I don't know if that sounds interesting at all, or if you just want to help support us and build a small following for our YouTube channel, help us get a little traction there. I'd super appreciate that. I've probably talked too long because you guys mostly probably don't care about pickleball. I mean, that's so random to have in a truck video, right? And that's fair. So in that case, I'll end things, and I will say again, thank you guys for all the support I've had. I mean, I just looked like I'm almost at 5,000, close to 6,000 subscribers. In a million years, I never thought that would happen. And it's small on the scale of things, but it's also enormous compared to where I thought when I started all this. So sincere thank you, and join me on my next journey. This stuff's not going anywhere. I'm just doing more stuff. Okay, bye.